Prabhu sir, shall we start? Prabhu sir, shall we start? Can you hear me? Prabhu sir, can you hear me?
ಹಲೋ. ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ ಸತೀಶ್, ನಾವು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸರ್ ಹಾಕಿಡಿ ಸತೀಶ್. ಬಾಯ್. ಹಲೋ.
Hello, sir. We can hear you.
Yeah, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. Shall we start?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. Can you make me as an organizer or a presenter?
Yeah, I have done. You can present. You can share your
Screen
screen.
sharing is not enabled for me.
You have given as a presenter and organizer.
Screen sharing is not enabled for me still, sir. Hello? சதீஷ், என்ன ப்ராப்ளம் சதீஷ்? எனக்கு இங்க எதுவும் இல்ல. சொல்லுங்க சதீஷ். Okay, can you hear me? I'm talking now. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Now, can you see my screen? Can you confirm? If no. I presented. Shared, Satish. Can you? Okay. Audibility? Okay. Thank you. Shall I start?
Sir, yes, sir. I would like to welcome you, sir, for this third day session for the 5 days online UP program. So I would like to introduce the resource person. Mr.S.Prabhu has an professional experience of 9 years, and he is an CCNA certified trainer, and he has achieved many awards and achievements, such as accredited entrepreneurship mentor from City and Guilds, London and BUST, and also many outstanding contributor awards in his career. I would like to hand over the session to Mr.S.Prabhu, sir. You can continue now.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Very good afternoon to one and all present here. I welcome you all to this 5 days online faculty development program on network security, and we are now in day 3, that is the spoofing and sniffing. So today's session we are exclusively focusing on spoofing and sniffing, wherein we'll be having few demo sessions as well as few activities, and I will try to cover the most in the 1 hour duration. Let's see. As we are migrated towards outcome-based education, let's see what are the outcomes we are going to learn in today's session. Upon the completion of the session, the learner will be able to, outcome number 1, we will know about attacks in today's session. Outcome number 2, we will know the email spoofing with the help of a demo. Outcome number 3, we will understand phishing attack, and we will have an activity and we will come to know whether we are prone or vulnerable to phishing or not. Outcome number 4, we will understand packet sniffing, and the important tool for packet sniffing is the Wireshark. So before progressing into Wireshark, we will understand steganography with the help of a demo. After steganography, we will go to packet tracer, Wireshark. Okay, this Wireshark is a very popular packet sniffing tool. So these are all the outcomes we have set for today's session. We will see one by one in detail. Firstly, we will start with attacks. What is an attack? It's the compromise of our personal thing, right? Say, we have many attacks in real life. These attacks can take one's life also down, right? In the physical environment, these attacks can take one's health, wealth, even anything which is a costly thing for us, even which is a very, very precious thing for us. Okay. Now, these attacks sometimes may take the life also, right? But these are all the physical attacks we are addressing. Coming to the computer-based attack, these attacks are very, very severe. What is an attack? An attack is an action. When we call something as an attack, it is obviously an action. Any action that compromises the security of information owned by an organization. Say there is an organization and this organization is owning some private information or some information which should not be revealed to anybody else. And those kind of information, if any action is carried out on those information, so that we will call as an attack. Basically, these attacks are of two types, generally active attack and passive attack. Say, when we try to capture or take the data from one's network or from the server without affecting the data or without modifying the data, we will call it as active attack and passive attack, okay, based on that. Say, for example, if a data is being traveled on the internet, and there is an attacker who is sitting at a router, he is sniffing or he is just seeing what is the data that is being sent between the sender and the receiver. This itself is an attack. Though this attacker's intention is not to modify anything, but still he is capturing the data what is being sent between the sender and the receiver, right? So this itself is an attack. Since the attacker is not modifying anything, the data that is being transmitted between the sender and the receiver, the attacker is not modifying anything, right? So this is called as a passive attack. Whereas if the attacker is trying to modify something, it is an active attack. So why we need to concentrate on this attack? When there is an attacker, what is the main intention of this attacker? What the attacker hope to gain out of these attacks? Okay, there are several reasons behind this. Say, for example, I am working for an organization, say XYZ, okay, and the organization is somehow nailing me from my post. Okay, so I am completely out of that organization. They have thrown me out one fine day. So with that grudge, with that vengeance, I'll be attacking my organization's computer, or it need not be physically. I go to the company, I physically make damage or cause damage to the properties of that company. Okay, if I go and physically do that, I'll be obviously caught. Is it not? But what these kind of guys will do, they will try to launch logical attacks. These logical attacks are normally called as, malicious attacks. And they want to simply say bragging rights, simply to say that I did it. Okay. So an attacker, maybe based on the pride factor, he wanted to prove his diligence or intelligence. In that case also, he will be simply saying, I did this attack, right? This attacker's information, why this attacker mainly hope to gain, what is he trying to gain out of these attacks? The information, right? So the theft of information or the theft of service or theft of real assets or even money, right? It's not like physical money. Say if your bank account is hacked, obviously it need not be the physical money I need to steal from your bank, right? I need not go to in person and take your money. I can somehow make a diligent attempt in order to steal your data right from my place, right? Sitting at my place, I can do this. Defacement or deliberately doing some damages to the organization, people or public properties, right? Defacement or vandalism. Sometimes the data may be destructed or corrupted, or even the services or system may be corrupted, and finally the denial of service attack. Say there is a website, for example, abc.com. There is an attacker who don't want abc.com to cater the requests given by genuine users or legitimate users. What this attacker will do, he will try to overload this server, abc.com, so that any genuine guy wants to give a request to abc.com, he'll not be getting any response from the server. So these are all the attacks which we call as the denial of service attack. Okay, and such kind of attacks plenty or ample of attacks are there. And one of the attacks that I have taken for today is the spoofing attacks. Okay. After the spoofing attacks, we will go to sniffing attack. Okay. Now, what is this spoofing? First, we will talk about this spoofing in the context of information security and especially network security. So generally, when we talk about security, a spoofing attack is a situation in which a person or a program, it can be either a person or a computer written program. Okay. It can be either a person or a program successfully identifies as another by falsifying data to gain illegitimate advantage. Say, for example, I'm not a legitimate user, so I don't have any rights to talk to the server and get the data. So what I can do, I can find a person who is having the rights to talk to the server, right? So I can't go and request that person to give the credentials or give the information, right? Obviously, I will not be getting that. So what I can do, I can impersonate that guy, right? So that is what we call as spoofing attack. Say, if a packet is containing an IP address, source IP address 10.10.10.5, for example, and I know that router is blocking this 10.10.10.1, okay? As I want my packet to move out of my firewall, what can I do? I can just spoof, right? I can take that IP address out, I can put in a new IP address on that place, I can send the information outside, right? This is possible. We will call this as IP spoofing. This spoofing is just like impersonating others in order to gain the advantage of the legitimate user, but still it is a illegitimate advantage. It's not a genuine advantage, right? So what are the various spoofings? We can spoof IP packets, ARP, DNS. This is protocol spoofing. We can spoof caller IDs, right? Say, for example, we can find out a loophole in the telecom network. Then we can spoof so that, say, for example, there is a person called X, okay? X is not calling to a particular number. Rather, I am calling on behalf of X, where X himself is not even aware that from his number a call is going, okay? So from my phone or from my network, I can initiate a call pretending like I am X, but actually I am not X, okay? This is caller ID spoofing. We have email address spoofing. We have geolocation spoofing. And today we will be focusing on email address spoofing. I have already given this demo to some people. I want the same demo to be shown here. Why? Because we want to know what is the real significance of this email address spoofing. Okay, so this is a demo session we'll be having shortly. And geolocation spoofing, for example, our router is blocking our IP address, for example. Okay, now I can't even change the IP address, for instance. Let's assume like that, because it's identifying me that the request is coming from India. Okay, so somehow I want to change the location of my identity so that my location is not revealed, right? So for example, in browsers and all, we have Hola VPNs, Hola VPNs, so that if I connect it to that VPN network, all packets, when it goes out of my network, it seems like it's not from my network or from my computer. It's pretending like it's originating from other country. Okay, this is what we call as geolocation spoofing. Okay, now before going into the email address spoofing, we want to mainly focus on whether your email addresses have been spoofed, right? How to know this? So the first demo of today's session is, have I been spawned? This is what the first this is what the first topic I would like to address at this point. Okay, just see here, guys. I'm just going into have I been pawned website. Can you notice here? I'm going into this website, have I been pawned, and type your email address so that you can know whether any security breaches that are prevailing with your email address. So what I'm going to do is I'm providing my email address and I'm going to check whether the email address is spoofed or not. Can you see? Oh, no, pawned. Okay. Actually, on two breached sites, my email ID was attacked and it was taken. One is a popular social networking site. Okay, from that site, my registered email ID and password was stolen. So immediately, if you find 3 security breaches, if you go and try in your computer with your credential or with your email ID, if you find that 3 security breaches, 4 security breaches, so I request you to immediately change your password. Why? Because in most of the cases, we will be using the same password what we use for the same accounts. Like for multiple accounts, we'll be giving same passwords. If you are such a person, I request you to immediately change your password, because may not be now, but one fine day we will be victims of any such attacks. Okay, so this is what the first thing that I would like to say. Have I been pawned? And check yourself. Okay, so far it says now I'm not pawned, but my information was available in 2 breached sites. Okay, now let me focus on the email address spoofing. So here is my email ID. Here is my email ID. Which is logged in with the Google Chrome browser. Okay. Now what I will go is I can spoof. Always remember, we should not be a victims of any such attacks. When you claim that you are a person with computer background or a security professional, it's our ultimate responsibility not only to safeguard us, but also people around in our vicinity, right? So first thing is, I'm going to a site. I'm not going to pronounce the site. So what I am going to give is, say, for example, I'm going to fictiously create an email, right? DHL Express. Okay. From name is what? DHL Express. And from email ID, I'm just giving support or simply I'm giving hr@dhlexpress.com. Just observe here. I don't even know whether this email ID exists or not. We may have or we may not have. Okay. Just I'm doing a email spoofing here. And the to address, I'm giving the to address as my official, my personal mail ID. And the subject is, say, for example, job offer. Okay, I'm giving job offer at Chennai, for example. Okay, I'm just copying this subject. I'm just pasting it. I'm solving the reCAPTCHA. Just give me a minute. I'm solving the reCAPTCHA. So the from address, everything I'm changing. Just see, I'm giving the from address. The from email ID, any email ID you want to give, you can give. The to email ID, the subject, any subject. Here I am giving holidays expanded, holidays extended. Okay, I am just giving some fictitious content, and then I am going to send this content. Okay, now what happens? This email is sent successfully. We will be getting this email. Okay, now when we go to our email, can you see I have received a mail from DHL Express? Please be cautious that it's not from actual DHL Express. It's a fictitious mail. Why these kind of emails are created? It's a spoofing attack. Can you see this is a spoofing attack? Now, when you click on this mail, whatever subject you give, whatever link you give, everything will be available, right? For demo purpose, I have not given so much of content already. We are running out of time. So I have just given a small content here. And in case if you find a link here, just see if you find a link here, the problem is when you click on that link, you don't even know whether you are visiting a right site or attacker site, right? So that's the big problem. And if you observe, can you see here some email ID I have fictiously given DHL Express at glh.com. Okay. Now we want to ensure whether this email is from the right entity or not, right? Obviously we need to know, isn't it? So we need to go to this menu in every Gmail option. I'm just demonstrating Gmail. If you have like Yahoo or Rediff, whatever you have, in every aspects you have your own way of executing this. Okay, so just go to this triple dot. We will find show original, right? Show original. You will find the show original. Just to see the sender policy framework. SPF records will be there. Sender policy framework. Is it pass or neutral? It is not pass, right? It's not pass. If it is not pass, then there are possibilities that it can be a spoof email. Okay, since we are not getting pass here, there are possibilities for spoof mail. For example, let me change my email. Let me take one more email. I got some mail from S-Bank, right? Let me click on this S-Bank. Let me go to this S-Bank mail and let me see the show origin. Can you see it's saying it's pass? Can you see it's saying pass, right? So it is from the trusted entity, but still not 100% trusted. Why? Because even we can change the sender policy framework, DMARC records also we can change. Okay, can you see the sender policy framework? It's saying the public IP address it is mentioning, it's saying it's a pass. Okay. Okay, this is what the first attack that I would like to launch. Okay, normally guys, please understand, attack seems to be very simple in nature. It needs diligence, obviously, because a person who is writing a very complicated algorithm, it's not mandatorily that he should be more cognizable enough, right? Attacker has more cognizance than what we programmers do, because We know how to work with it, but they know how to break it, right? So the real intelligence is with them. So always we need to think beyond their level of thinking. Always we need to program in such a way that these attacks should not be, a part of our communication. It should be withstandable, right? Coding should be a withstandable coding you need to write. Okay, so even if you want, I will also show you a very simple attack. Like say I'm working with my laptop now. Many people will be aware of this, but still I wanted to emphasize this because this is not a big thing to deal with. Okay, can you notice that if you many people will save their cookies, right, usernames and passwords in their cookies. It's not a big deal to save. For better user experience, we save, right? Say, for example, in the recent days, I have paid my online payment, EB payment, Tamil Nadu Electricity Board payment. Can you see my email ID, the user ID, and the password is already stored in this cookie, right? So obviously, it is in the browser's cookie, they are stored. Now, what if I personally give my laptop to my friend, where my friend is an attacker? Okay, is it like nobody can see this password? Is it like nobody can see this password? It's not like that, guys. Please remember. And that's why we will insist always, don't save your username and passwords in a public computers. Okay. So if somebody is giving me their laptop to me, and if I am an attacker, okay, I'm a black hat attacker. Okay. I'm not a white hat attacker. I'm a black hat attacker. So my intention will be obviously want to know as an attacker, I wanted to know what password they have used, right? Very simple attack we can launch. Just see, right click on this element, the element which you want to inspect, right? The element which I want to inspect is the password element. So just right click on this element. You will find the inspect option there, right? So just click on the inspect option. So that particular element will be inspected. That particular HTML code will be inspected, right? So can you see here, the input ID is password. For internal programming purpose, they have created an ID for this element, the input box, which is password. And what is the type of this? It's password, right? We can simply change it to text field. Just see, I'm just changing it to text field. I'm pressing enter. Can you see the password is now visible? Can you see the password is now visible? So I can steal your password. It's not a big thing to deal with it. Okay. Only when you refresh, this will be overridden. Can you understand? So the passwords, don't save your passwords in public computers. Unfortunately, if you have saved, ensure that you are clearing your cookies. Okay. You can go to the browser options, cookies, privacy, clear your data. Okay. So far we have dealt with the email spoofing and a very simple password attacking method, right? It's because the communication between the browser and the web server will normally be HTML code or PHP code, right? So if you are good enough, if you are diligent, and if you have good cognizance with the coding, you can easily break certain things. Okay. Now let's move on to the presentation. So what we have done. So in the previous part, we have seen the email spoofing attack, right? So with any name, we can create this. So I'm putting a disclaimer here, a very strong disclaimer. Please make a note of it. A very strong disclaimer. The disclaimer is, please don't try this at your home. This is only for educational purpose. This session is want you to be aware of certain things. We don't want you to be a victim of certain attacks. And this session is mainly focusing on creating awareness. That's it. Okay. So we have already seen this. Have I been pawned? Go to that website, check your email ID. If you are pawned, better change your password, enforce strong security measures. Okay. And now we will move on to the phishing attack. Phishing. This is actually a phishing attack. There is a confidential data in this laptop. Okay. There is a confidential data in this computer. And what the attacker can do is they can take your data from this computer. Okay. But this is not just like that. It will happen. He will phish. The real phishing, right? Let's assume you are going to a river and you are carrying a net with you. And if you want to fish, you want real fishes, which is available in your river, what you will do? You will just have a hook, right? You will have a hook which is tied. One side it will be a hook and the other side will have a stick, right? And with that hook, you want to attract the fishes. What normally will be doing will be just placing some insects or some edibles which fishes like, right? We will just place it on the hook. What will be our real intention? Is it just to feed the fish? Definitely not. It's just to trap the fish, right? So after we place that hook into the water, fishes will be attracted towards it with the intention of catching that insect. It will come near to the hook. When it try to take it, it will be caught. Right? It is trapped. Likewise, what these attackers will do, they will somehow pretend like a genuine guys. Okay, they will pretend like some genuine people or some offers they want to make, or they want to pretend like they want to help you, or they want to project that they are the claimed entities. Can you understand? But actually, they are not the claimed entities. They are illegal guys. They are not legitimate guys. So, say for example, if this guy is sending a link to this guy, and this guy is trusting that link. If he clicks on that link without any inspection, without perambulating anything with that link, okay, what happens if he just clicks on the link? That page will be open, for example, and with a hurry burry, if he tries to give username, password, ATM pin number, something which is being asked by the attacker, okay, if he gives, obviously it is not going to the right site, it is going to the attacker site. So obviously these guys will not be revealing themselves. So phishing is the fraudulent attempt. Please note, phishing is the fraudulent attempt to obtain sensitive information. Okay, it's not a genuine attempt. It's a fraudulent attempt to obtain sensitive information such as usernames, passwords, credit card details by disguising oneself as a trustworthy entity. Okay, just understand this word. It's very important. Disguising oneself. They will never reveal themselves. Rather, they will put a mask like kind of stuff before them, so that when other people see them, it's like they are genuine people. Okay, so I will show a demonstration on the phishing also. Okay, the possibility of phishing attacks, and these phishing attack can be there in electronic communication. Okay, now let's see the demo on phishing attack. Guys, please see this. I will show you. I want you to
Your voice could not be here. Voice could not be. When you check your microphone.
சதீஷ் நான் உள்ள வந்துட்டேன். என்ன ப்ராப்ளம் சதீஷ்? எனக்கு நல்லா தான் இருக்கு. ஓகே, நான் எனக்கு ஆர்கனைசர் ரைட்ஸ் கொடுக்கல. ஓகே ஓகே. Yeah, can you hear me, sir? Hello? Yeah. Okay, now, yeah. Okay, I'll just continue from this place. So we should not be a victim of any phishing attacks, right? So let's say, as I already asked you this question, I have projected you two links before you. The first link is sbi.com and the second link is, of course, sbi.com, right? So both seems to be like one and the same. I asked you a question that whether both the links are the same or not. Now I will just show you, it seems to be like both are one and the same, right? Just observe here. I'm just copying this. I'm pasting it in the site. Can you notice here? It's going to the right side. Okay. Now what happens when I open the next link? Just see this. I open the next link. When I open this next link, can you observe here? The next link, when I give the same link, here you can notice it is also sbicard.com, but it is not going to that place. Okay, it's the phishing attack. You can see that the link seems to be like the same, but don't be a victim of any such attacks. It's very easy to do all this stuff, right? Now just visualize. This link is available in your email. Somebody is trying to spoof your account, or somebody is trying to launch phishing attack on you. So what happens, they will fictitiously create a mail. They can use these mkis.websites kind of stuff in order to create a fictitious mail. Then the link will be appearing in the body part. What happens if the link is appearing in the body part? So when that email is received by you, claiming that it's from State Bank of India, for example, and you just trust that site. And when you click on that site, you will feel the look and feel appearance as like the State Bank site. It's very easy to do that, right? It's very easy to do that. Unfortunately, whatever the credentials you give, it's the username, the password, whatever the credentials you give, it is obviously not going into the right website, that is the sbicard.com server. It's rather going into the attacker sites. Okay, so this is what a live demo on phishing attack. Now, if you want to know, sir, how we are able to do this, if you are interested how this phishing can be done, it's not a big deal, because the intention of today's session is not going into the big details like attacking the Linux system or attacking the Windows machine from a Linux machine, Kali Linux or Parrot OS or Burp Suite, nothing big, but very small things that has huge impacts in our day-to-day life. Okay, when we go to our system, right, we will find car map option, right? Car map. In the car map, we can create this fictitious links kind of stuff. We can easily create. Can you see there are many yes? This is what ASCII characters are available for this. If you just scroll a little bit, you will find different alphabets, different text. Okay, one such A is this A. Actually, this A is not the actual A. Can you understand? Okay, but it pretends to be like the actual ASCII character 97. Okay, but this is not having that ASCII 97. So these kind of things will be maliciously used by the attackers to attack our system and take our confidential data. I hope phishing attack is clear for you. So far we have dealt with the email spoofing and the phishing attack. Okay, now let's move on to the next part, the phishing attack activity. Okay, I will just show you 3 email IDs or 3 emails. You just let me know whether these 3 emails are fictitious or safe. Okay, please note this. I'm going to project only 3 emails. Though I have 7 emails, considering the time factor, I'm going to show you only 3 emails. Please note. Now it's your duty to tell me or to post your answer in the chat. Okay, so 3 emails. Email number 1, if it is malicious, mention 1M. 1M means, note this as a keyword, 1M means 1 is malicious. 2 yes. Yes stands for safe. Okay, for example, if you find the first mail is malicious, you type 1M. If you find the second mail is malicious, type 2M. If you feel first mail is safe, type 1 yes. Okay. So I want your answers to be posted in the chat. Let me show on this now. Just see, this is the activity, email activity. Okay. Just guys, please tell me. This is email number 1. Okay. Can you tell me whether this email is a fictitious mail, that is a malicious mail, or a safe email? So I've just shown few content to you. You are requested to type 1M if you find this first mail to be malicious, M, okay, or yes, okay. This is the first email. Just go through the content. It's very simple. Just go through the content. The subject is for your information. Adam is giving some content to Velma Khan and just some conversation, okay. I will give you a clue. It seems to be like a normal text conversation, and we don't find any hyperlinks or any links that redirects the traffic from this website to another website. We don't find any such link. This is the clue for this question number 1. I hope you are done. Let me now move on to email number 2. OneDrive action required. Please make a note of this. OneDrive action required. The mail is claiming to be from venture.ru. Venture.ru. Okay, it's a Russian website. And it's saying OneDrive, guys, please update your, click here to update your account, like that. And finally, you are getting Office 365. Thank you, customer support. So this is email number 2, and you are required to answer 2M if you find the second mail is malicious, 2 yes if you find the second mail is safe. Yes, we have a link here. Okay, the content which is shown in the blue color, which is a hyperlink. Okay, it's projected like update your account. We don't know where it is going. I have given the answer as well, I guess. Let's move on to email number 3. Email number 3, it's from Winnie. Okay, to you. Me means you, right? It's from Winnie, and Winnie is asking you, hey, I think Facebook is down. I can't log in at all, no matter what. So he has tried all the possibilities, and he wants you to try whether Facebook is working or not. Okay, this is email number 3. Now tell me the answer in the chat. So far I have projected only 3 emails, right? We have more emails as well, but you considering the time factor, I am not going into this. Okay, I hope by this time you would have posted your answers in the chat. So what I will do is that I will just show the answer with the explanation required. I will just project the answer for this. Email number 1. Email number 1. It is clearly not a spam mail. It's not spam because the conversation between 2 parties without any hyperlink. Okay. Somebody is saying, have you seen those trailers? And he is saying, yes, just now I saw. Okay. That's what the conversation. So the answer for the first email is 1 yes. 1 yes means the first mail is safe. Let's move on to mail number 2. Email number 2. It's venture.ru, right? Can you see it's from it's claiming from venture.ru. It's a Russian site, and there is a hyperlink. We don't know when we click on this hyperlink, it can be taken into some malicious sites. At the same time, the claimer, the claimed entity says that they are from the customer support of OneDrive. OneDrive means it's obviously
This
Microsoft.
conference will now be recorded.
But unfortunately, we can see some grammatical and the poor formation of sentences which Microsoft officials will not do, right? This is the answer for email number 2. So email 2 is malicious. Okay, let's move on to email number 3. Winnie is sending something and to you, and you are required to click on it. Can you observe here? There is a link. It's not like all the links are problematic links, but when you find these kind of links, we know if we want to try facebook.com, we can go to our browser and try facebook.com, right? But somebody has spoofed and they want you to fall in that trap, and they have given these kind of malicious mails, okay? And if you have given all 3 right answers, pat yourself, you are good, you have done a wonderful job. So you will not be 90% a victim of email hijacking or email spoofing attacks, okay? But still there are possibilities. Now let's move on to the presentation. So we are done with the phishing attack, and we have also dealt with an activity, right? We have done with an activity as well, right? Phishing activity. with the help of email we have done. So now let's move on to the packet sniffing part. Sniffing, just going to observe what is going to be there between the sender and the receiver. Okay, so packet sniffing. When a packet is being transmitted between the sender and the receiver, or from the sender to the receiver, or from the receiver to the sender, once the data leaves our computer, just observe this. I'm accessing sbicard.com. Okay, I don't know where sbicard.com is there. Okay, let's assume it is in Mumbai. On my laptop, from my laptop, I'm accessing www.sbicard.com. And the traffic between my laptop and the Mumbai, the server which is in Mumbai, we don't know what is there in between. This packet has to take a voyage of so many routers. We don't know which routers we are hitting at that moment. There are always good guys as well as bad guys in the internet. What if our conversation or packet is sniffed by an attacker? It contains confidential information, right? So, is there any tool for doing this? That's what we are going to see in today's session in the second half. So, this packet sniffing. Packet sniffing is the act of capturing the packets of data flowing across a computer network. In a computer network, the data will be obviously flowing from one side to the other, right? So the act of capturing the packets, we call it as packet sniffing. If the capturing the packet is done by a legitimate user, we will not say it as a sniffing. We will call it as troubleshooting or ethical hacking or something like that, right? For understanding purpose, we used to do that. But if the cause is not a noble cause, the capturing of packet is not having a noble intention for doing this, then this packet sniffing is a problematic one. Can you understand? Now, is there any tools for doing this? The software can do packet sniffing. There are some hardwares can do sniffing, right? The software or device which is used to do the sniffing is called as a packet sniffer. Okay, packet sniffer. Say the popular tool is called the Wireshark. Okay, now if Wireshark can capture all your packets, okay, if Wireshark can capture all your packets that is flowing from one side to the other, is there any way to protect it? Obviously, we can do encryption and send. Okay, we can do encryption and send. Now, we need to understand the very important difference between the steganography and the cryptography. Okay, let me focus on steganography now. I will tell you what is the advantage with the steganography and the real difficulties with steganography. I will be showing some practical demonstration also. Steganography is the practice of concealing a file. So we are not going to reveal the file, we are going to conceal the file, hiding the file or the message or image or
This
video.
conference is no longer being recorded.
So we are going to hide the content. In some other format. Okay, so I will just show you the difference between a steganography and cryptography. Just see, I have opened a tool called Cleopatra. Can you see? I have opened a tool called Cleopatra. I have already created keys here. In cryptography, the basic cryptographic system, whether it is a classical cryptography or modern cryptography, as on date, we are completely relying on keys. Okay, when you want to encrypt a message also, we need keys. So what I will do here is, I'm not going the demonstration of this Cleopatra tool, and I'm just going to the practical demonstration of encryption process. So I'm opening an editor here. Already I have created a key with my name Prabhu. It contains my public key and private key. Just observe, I'm opening the clipboard and I'm going to type a confidential information. Say for example, my password is hello at 120, for example. This is not my password though. My password is hello at 120. Now, it's not recommended to save this password just like that in a notepad file in your computer because anybody can see that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to encrypt this with my public key. Can you understand? I'm going to encrypt this with my public key and it is authenticating me whether I am the right person who is using this software. Can you see? Here the original plain text is converted into the ciphertext. This is what the ciphertext is, okay? So now this is an unreadable text. What if we send this unreadable text over the internet? Like when somebody sniffs this also, they will be unable to see what the data is actually, right? Because it's already in what format? Encrypted format. So packet sniffing will be powerful, will not be a vulnerable thing, or it will be unassailable when you do encryption and send. Okay, anyway, I'll be giving a demo shortly. So within 5 minutes, I'll be completing this steganography. So cryptography is converting the plain text to ciphertext, and the decryption converts the ciphertext back to the plain text. Can you see? the decryption converts the ciphertext back to the plain text. Just see, I am giving the right password now in the second attempt. So the plain text, it was converted to ciphertext, and now the ciphertext is being converted to the plain text. So the art of converting or doing this is called as cryptography, and steganography is completely different. Steganography, just see, I will show one example. There is an LSB steganography. I will just open this. Open with Windows Photo Viewer. Can you see? You can see two images, right? One image is the same like the other, but actually they are not the same. I will tell you the reason behind this. One image is the original message, like an original image, okay? In the other image, we have hidden some content. We have hidden some contents in that image, okay? Normally, every image will be having a pixel. I will just give that demonstration. Can you see the steganography image? I will open this. Open with Windows. I'm sorry. I will open this with Windows. Open with Photo Viewer. Okay. So again, this is the message. This is the image, a cat image. But the second image is containing information which is hidden. It's not like watermarking. Please understand, it's not like watermarking. I would like to demonstrate this. Every pixel, right? Every pixel. If you have a pixel, just see, guys. If you have a pixel, I will take a brush. So I am giving the demonstration of steganography. Okay. So for example, if there is a color, if this pixel is there, it will be obviously represented in RGB color format, where in RGB takes 255.255.255 for some colors, right? White or black. Okay. Now let's demonstrate on a blue color. For blue color, the red value will be 255. The red value will be 0. The green part will also be 0, and the blue part is 255. For example, I am setting the maximum. Okay. Just to see this scenario, I am just bringing a circle here, and I am filling in the circle with blue color. Edit. In the RGB, the red is 0, the green is 0, and blue I am making it to be the maximum, which is 255. Okay. I am making it to be the maximum 255. I am bringing this color, I am pouring in this color to this. Okay. Again, I am bringing another circle. I am changing the color now. Rather 255, I am just changing it as 252. Just observe what is 252. I am just making this color and pouring this color to this. We will never feel the difference, but these two blue colors are not one and the same, because when we have the blue color which is represented in this, in this, right, it's 255. Just observe this 255, if it is written in binary, okay, if it is written in binary, it's all bits are 1. I will write it here. All bits are 1. In all 8 bits are 1, right? I am not touching the most significant bit. I am touching these two portions. I am making it to store my information. I am removing these two ones. I am storing my information. For example, if my information A, B, C, D, okay. For A, I will be having one ASCII character which is represented in a number, for example. And I am putting the first 2 bits of my ASCII character in this place. But still the image quality will not be degraded. Can you understand? Okay. Just see a demonstration of this. I will open a tool, ready-made tool called OpenStego. I am opening an OpenStego tool. Okay, I am going to create a message. Just see, guys, here in this, I am opening a Word document. Okay, I am opening a text document. The text document is my message. Okay, can you see? I am creating my message document here, and I want to store a confidential information, right? So my message is, for example, let's say I am an attacker. I am saying attack Chennai today, for example. Okay. Attack Chennai today. I am saving it with some txt extension. The name of the file is, can you see the name of the file is my message. Okay, so what I am going to do is, this is my message file, right? So I am taking this message file. Can you see this message file is in desktop, right? So desktop, it's Panimalar day 3. Okay, in Panimalar day 3, I have saved this message, my message, open. Okay, and it is asking me to give a cover file. Can you see this is the original cover file? I will just open this with a document or a photo viewer. You can see the flower. Can you see this flower? So this is my cover file. Okay, so this is my cover file. So what I am going here is, I am making this cover file. So I'm going to flower 1, open this, okay? And where I want to save this? I want to save this in the same location, okay? I want to save this in the same location, okay? I will paste it this with this name, but with what extension, you know, with the FL or steg file. I will save it with steg file, okay? Now I will start hiding the data. Now it is asking me to give some encryption algo. So I'm increasing the power of steganography. I'm giving the password as 123 for time being, 123. I'm hiding this data. Can you see the data is now hidden? The processing is being taken place and the message is embedded now, okay? Can you see the T file is created now? Now I will open this T file. I will open this T file. I will open in Paint also, no problem for time being. Nobody sees that there is a written text in this, okay? Some information is there in this message, okay? Actually, some message attack Chennai today, that message is hidden here. So what happens, every character is replaced in the least significant part of this message, okay? Now, if you want to recover this message, okay? So what you can do is you can go to the extract option. It is an open source tool. You can try this. You can go to the original steganographic file. This is what the steganography file that we have embedded with the plain text, right? Where we want to create this file. We want to create this file where, for example, we will create it in, in the desktop itself. I will create, okay? In desktop, I will just create this file, and password it is asking me to authenticate, extract data, okay? I'm just going into my, desktop, and I'm just going to figure out whether I got my file or not, okay? Just see here. I got the file, my message, my original message I have received, right? Attack Chennai today. Okay, previously in my desktop, I didn't have this kind of file, but now I have this file, okay? So this is what the power of steganography. So this steganography is hiding the text. See, steganography can be in any way, okay? I will just open my Word document, okay? I will just open a Word document. Randomly, I will create some content. We have 5 more minutes time. I will try completing packet sniffer as well. So I will just go to this Word document. I will use a formula in Word because I don't find time to type. Okay, equal to rand. I will give some 10 paragraphs with 10 sentences. Okay, I will randomly, not a. I will use a formula here. So some content I have created. Okay, so randomly I have created some content. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this attack Chennai today, right? Where I'm going to do attack A. T A C K Chennai. So somehow I am hiding the data, right, in another form. If the receiver knows where and all the data is there, he can retrieve that data. So this is what actually steganography. Steganography means it's not like simply watermarking. Okay, watermarking will be revealed. Okay, just to know the authenticity only we go for watermarking, and that's it about the steganography. The last part of today's lecture is the demonstration of Wireshark. Okay, I will just go to the Wireshark tool. I will just go to the Wireshark tool. I'm clicking on the Wireshark tool, and actually I'm connected with my Wi-Fi network. So Wireshark tool will list you all the available networks in the vicinity, and where and all the data is actually flowing, that part only will be revealed to others. Can you see all the networks adapters will be shown? Just give me a minute. Now my Wireshark is booting up. Just give me a minute. The Wireshark is now booting up. Okay, done. Now can you see in which place we are encountering the traffic? I have a local area network, I have local area network 2, I have local area network 1. I can see that the data is flowing between my computer. Actually I am doing a demonstration, live demo, right? So all UDP traffic is going on. Can you see the traffic is in this adapter, the wireless network adapter? Click on the adapter and click this. Wireshark is a packet sniffing tool. So all the traffic will be between my computer and the server is shown here. Can you see this? Okay, so there are some options that are available. Considering the time constraint, I will just cut short it for a few minutes. In a minute, I will be completing this. So for example, I will just click on any packet. I will stop exploring this. I will click on a packet. Okay, I will just click on this packet. Can you see it shows the details of that packet in the OSI reference format, right? In the layer 2, it is the frame details are shown, layer 2 frame. If it is an Ethernet adapter, you will find the source MAC address, the destination MAC address. Okay. The layer 3 is the IP protocol. The IP packet is shown 0100. The first part is version 4. IPv4 is being used. We can see the protocol, upper layer protocol is TCP. The checksum value, we can see what is the source IP address, what is the destination IP address of this packet. Okay. And in the transport layer, what are the transport layer information we can explore? Can you see we can explore the transport layer information? What is this? The first half is what's the second half? We can also see the complete traffic that is flowing between your computer and the destination computer. We will apply some filters, like we will say frame contains Google. Okay, you can use like this, frame contains Google. When you click on this, overall the frame that contains the term Google will be shown to you. Okay, or a frame contains DNS. What all the DNS related frames and all will be captured here. If you want to explore UDP traffic, just give UDP here and click enter. All UDP traffics alone will be filtered and shown to you. If you want the TCP traffic, just click TCP traffic. All TCP traffic will be shown to you. Or if you want to capture the packets pertaining to this IP address 192.168.29.173, you can give IP.addr is equal to 192.168.29.173. Actually, it's my computer, and it filters the traffic based on the IP address. Can you see the source? Either in the source or in the destination, if you find this IP, that will be shown to you. Okay, so either in the source computer or in the destination computer, this IPs will be available. Okay, the Wireshark is a very popular packet sniffing tool. Mainly it is used for exploring the traffic. See, if you ask me for what purpose I am going to use this, so there are many options. You can go to this conversation filter, you can filter the UDP traffic, or you can go to the statistics option. You can go and click the conversations. You will find what are all the packets that is being sent between the sender and the receiver. You can explore which process or IP address is consuming or eating up your bandwidth. Okay, so those things and all can be explored in detail. Now, considering the time factor, I'm stopping up to this, and let's revisit the outcomes what we have set for today's session and whether we have achieved this or not. Okay, as I already mentioned in the commencement of this session, I told you that we'll be seeing some attacks. And what is email spoofing? We saw a demo with that. We understood the phishing attack with the help of an activity. We understood the packet sniffing, and we also understood steganography with the help of a demo with a tool called OpenStego. And finally, we saw Wireshark demonstration. Not completely, but to the basics, right? So Wireshark is a very popular packet sniffing tool. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lecture, and thank you for watching. If you have any doubts, you may post it in the
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr.S.Prabhu. We'll wait for a while. Since it's a live streaming, there will be a slight delay in YouTube. And I'll just post those queries once I receive in YouTube's chat.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, sure.
I'll just post in your our chat box. Okay, so we'll wait for a while.
Yeah. Can you please mention the list of softwares used in this session? Okay. Actually, 2 web pages I visited. Have I been pawned? MKs. I will show that now. emkei.cz. Okay, we have bombed it up, this kind of stuff also. Any online learning platforms? We have a lot of online learning platforms, but make sure that you have a strong fundamentals on computer networks. Just like that, if you go for network security, it will be requiring some fundamentals or basics behind the computer networks. So focus on that. Ms. Leela, can you please mention the list of softwares used in the session? GNU PG. I will just type it here. GNU PG. I will delete it. GNU PG, which contains a package. Okay. GNU PG. It contains Cleopatra. Then Wireshark. I demonstrated Wireshark. Then OpenStego. Crypto or Stego, which one is best? Actually, steganography, it's very difficult for practical implementation. You can't achieve 100% with steganography. But if you say cryptography is widely used, cryptography, it's not like steganography is not widely used. Based on the requirement, suppose if you want to store your data, when others sees it, it should be a file or it should be like an image. You can go for it. Okay, Stegno or crypto. Obviously, crypto will win this race because it's widely used. It's widely used. Say, I will just give you an example. You just take any website. Okay, this Gmail. Just click on this. You will find the certificates, right? Any cryptographic algorithms are playing a vital role here. Can you see SHA-256 RSA kind of algorithms are being used? Can you see the public key is available here? The public key. This is what the public key which is available here. Difference between Snort, Rootkit, Wireshark. Okay, I will give that in brief. Snort is an IDS software, intrusion detection software. Rootkits, there are certain things, the malicious software that affects the core of the operating system. Okay, so rootkits are bad guys. Okay, so we need to eliminate rootkits because these rootkits will definitely affect the operating system. Wireshark is just a packet sniffing tool. You can use it for knowing what is the data that is being transmitted between the sender and the receiver. So I saw the surplus replies from many people. Okay. If you are really interested, you can also have John the Ripper. Okay, the password cracking tool. John the Ripper is there. Or you want intrusion detection, or you want so Kali Linux is very, very powerful operating system. Okay, Kali Linux. I will type that Kali Linux. You can explore all attacks using Kali Linux. Okay. Balaji said that's it. Whether steganography tools helps to develop a program demos. Actually, OpenStego is a tool. It's not like, your data can be hidden in any form, right? It may not be an image. It can be a text or it can be an audio file, right? It can be other text. Okay, so it can be any form, right? So we can use based on the requirements. I don't understand your question properly, like whether steganography tools helps to develop program demos. We can develop tools, but steganography is just a concept of hiding the data in different forms. That's it. Which security algorithm is used in UPI transactions? You just go to the UPI website and you just see what is that. Okay, I will just show the UPI website. We will see what algorithm they are using. Okay, UPI, not IPI, I'm sorry, UPI. Online login, right? You will go to the Beam UPI, which is promoted by the government of India. Just click on this, click on the certificate. We will find what certificate, the certificate authority, the SSL certificate is provided by DigiCert. And you will find, I guess it should be, can you see the certificate? RSA is very powerful. RSA algorithm they are using. And for hashing, they are using SHA-256 combined with RSA. Okay, the serial number of the certificate. RSA is widely used. AES encryption with 256. AES 256 is very powerful. Okay, any tool for dictionary attack. John the Ripper itself, you can try John the Ripper. Okay, there are many tools for dictionary attacks. Better go and install the Kali Linux and try surfing all this. It's available. Kali is very powerful. You can also prefer Parrot OS also. Dictionary attack, online dictionary also. Yes, online tools are also available. Okay, just go to Google and type. Okay, break MD5 hash encryption like that. Okay, many tools will be shown. You will find many tools are shown here. And if you know the SHA fingerprint or if you know the MD5 fingerprint, you can just paste it here and click decrypt. What happens in the dictionary? It will refer, right, for all the known passwords dictionary will be maintained, and the comparison will be between this value what you have entered here with the database. Okay, so many tools are there. These are all the online tools. You ask for any tool for dictionary attacks, so this is one of the tools. Okay, this MD5 hash decoder itself is a dictionary attack concept it is using. It's using dictionary concept only. I don't find any other questions here. Mr. Balaji? You can learn, in Udemy also the basic ethical hacking course is now available. I think ICIS. So this course is offering free. It's an international certification course. Now it is free due to this COVID-19 lockdown. It's available for free. Try this ICSI. Then you need to give a code. Okay. I will text this code to the organizers. You can get it from them later. Okay. And then you can go with Udemy. Udemy courses are also there. Ethical hacking courses are there. Okay, it's just for 699 we are getting, I guess. I'm not sure about the pricing. And few courses are free also. Okay, few online courses related to ethical hacking are also free. You can try even NPTEL. Okay, in NPTEL also we have ethical hacking courses. Wireshark cannot be used to develop customized programs. Wireshark is just a ready-made packet sniffing tool. Okay, we can just see the we can just capture the packets and see. That's it. And we can take the data also from that. Okay, we can take what is the data that is being transmitted between the sender and receiver. Please hold on for a while. The feedback form is on the way, it seems. Please hold on for a while. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks a lot for the patient listening. The organizers have done a very wonderful job because of this seamless connectivity with GoToMeetings. Everything went on clear. Okay. Thank you all. Thank you for the earnest participation. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. The feedback link will be in the live chat in a while, sir. So thank you very much.
you.